What's up, Internet? Advantageous here, back with another post-commentary Wi-Fi battle. Today I'm bringing you my UU team that I kind of built to show off Venomoth a little bit, because that thing is, there's a reason why it's in UU. It's a monster. And before, I just needed to look at, I needed to learn how to play a little better, because I didn't realize, I need to analyze teams before I do it, because I didn't look at this team and realize how much Venomoth just absolutely destroys this team. Look at that. Greninja with 1 Quiver Dance, I outspeed. What is that? Superior, Latias, Slowbro. All 4 of those guys just get wrecked by Bug Buzz, which is, I'm a mono attacking one with Tinted Lens, so it only has Bug Buzz, but it just absolutely demolishes this team. So, here we get to the battle. What was my lead here? Alright, so I decided to lead with Tornadus. And I immediately go up against a Rotom, but I know I'm going to outspeed this thing, so I'm not worried about the electric attack. So I just go for the U-turn. And realize that this Rotom has Rocky Helmet. So I'm like, alright. You are defensive. So I go into Florges because I'm like, alright, if you're defensive, then you're not going to pose much of a threat. So it goes for the T-Wave as I switch into Florges, and I'm not worried. I have Aromatherapy on my Florges. As Rotom goes for a Volt Switch, and you can see, Florges is such a special tank. It's crazy. And I'm just going to let you know, Florges, I don't like playing annoyingly. So I don't actually have Protect. I have Wish. Wish, Aromatherapy, Moonblast, and Toxic. I'm almost thinking I should probably change it to Synthesis, but I feel like as as a healer or a cleric, Wish just works better. So in comes Mega Gardevoir, and this thing is kind of scary. It hits like a truck and kind of puts a dent in my team, so I got to be very careful with it. Luckily, I do have a fair bit of speed, so I'm not too worried. So Gardevoir goes for the Calm Mind here, and I'm not too worried about it. I decided to go for the Wish because I'm not sure what it wants to do. I thought it was just going to outright attack me, and then I could sort of gauge from there what I want to do. But now it gives me the option to safely switch in to whatever I want. So on this next turn, I do switch out, and I do believe I go into my Aggron, which is Mega Aggron, and it's my phaser, essentially. So it goes for another Calm Mind, probably predicting my Protect, I would imagine. So that kind of gave me a free, but now it's now it's a +2 Gardevoir, so it's kind of scary. So here I do believe on this turn, I just want to go for the Roar. I just want to get rid of this thing as soon as possible. So it goes for the T-Bolt, and this does a heap to me. So I do go for the Roar. I phase it out. I'm really thinking I need to put more special defensive bulk into my Aggron, because it doesn't take special hits too well. So my easy switch is into Rotom, but he had no reason not to go for Volt Switch. He's faster than me, so I can't stop it. But I just go into Florges to sponge the hit, and he switches into Superior. And immediately I know this thing's gonna want to go for the Leaf Storm. So I know that I'm just kind of setup fodder for this thing at this point. So here I decide to go and just sack off Mega Aggron, get a free switch into something. He goes for Leaf Storm and misses, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's gonna take me out now anyways. I think I went for the Stealth Rocks on that turn just to try and get the rocks up, which would have been clutch at the end, near the end of this battle. So here I bring in Rotom to scare off the Superior, and I do believe, I just go straight for the Overheat because I know that I'm worried that it's going to stay in and go for something like a Dragon Pulse, and I'm just going to let it set up on me. So go for the Overheat, switch out. So his Latias actually switches out, so I do believe I switched out. And what did I switch out into? Like, that was a bold prediction, you know. I could have gone for the Volt switch. So I'm trying to sponge up hits. I don't know what it wants to do, but I just decided to switch into Forages, sponge up whatever special move it wants to hit me with, unless it wanted to go for Psyshock, which it doesn't, which I don't know if it has at this point. So he just switches back into Gardevoir. I get paralyzed. I'm pretty sure I went for the Wish here, so I could freely switch into something. And from here, so it's going to take a little bit of toxic damage, so Toxic's kind of helping here. So I don't want to sit around for this because it's just going to keep setting up on me, so I make a very risky play and I go into Hydreigon. And this is, I do believe, my choice Scarf? So the Scarf respects. But yeah, it was a very risky play. Could have easily gone for the Moonblast. And here, I thought I would scare it out with a Flash Cannon. I was sort of showing, like, I was sort of bluffing. That's the right word. I was bluffing. Scarf. So he goes for a Moonblast here. This is a +1 Moonblast. But I'm Assault Vest. I do believe this one is Assault Vest. I ran it in another battle with the Scarf, and then realized that was a really stupid idea because Tornadus is fast already. He doesn't really need the Scarf. So Gardevoir dies to poison, and then he brings in Superior, and that thing's just gonna blow me back. So at this point, I'm kind of feeling like it might be Scarfed, because I'm like max speed timid, and I should outspeed, so unless I didn't put as much into it, but so this time I do predict the Gardevoir to switch out. He goes into Slowbro, takes a massive hit with Volt Switch, and then I bring in the Sweeper, and in comes Venomoth. So he goes for the switch, and on this turn I do believe I go for the Sleep Powder? Yeah, so I go for the Sleep Powder here. He goes for the Rotom. I'm guessing it's probably bulky, so it wants to just like get off a Thunder Wave on me. So now I know I've got one free Quiver Dance, but I'm Focus Sash, which is pretty useful at times, but I don't want to get paralyzed. If I get paralyzed, so I have to go for the kill right here. So Rotom's full health, and I get a crit. I'm pretty sure that crit mattered if this is a bulky Rotom. And that was kind of lucky. It could have woken up and T-Waved me, and that would have been the end of it. So in comes Greninja, and I go for the Sleep Powder again. I'm not really sure why I did that. I didn't really need to, because I guess I wasn't expecting to outspeed it, I could say. I wasn't checking my damage calcs at the time. I was just having fun. So I thought, like, I'm Focus Sash, I'll take the hit, put him to sleep, I can get another Quiver Dance up, and then take him out. And then I realized that Bug Buzz just kills him. So it's like, alright, good to go. And this is where the Scarf thing sort of took over, because it outsped me and got the glare off. So I'm pretty sure it was Scarfed. I can't actually confirm that because it never changed its move, but it had to be. Superior is fast, but there's no way you outspeed me like that. So here comes where the Stealth Rocks really would have been clutch. And this Latias actually outspeeds me too. So I'm like, is this guy running dual Scarfs on me? It's totally possible. His Latias is pretty fast, so you can see there, it just lives. That Bug Buzz, which is kind of unfortunate. And then I'm just like, it's not Scarf because it changes its move up. And I'm like, this must be max speed timid then. But I am choice Scarfed Hydreigon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my choice Scarfed Hydreigon in this one. So I go for the U-turn, take out the Latias. No problem there. So I just go into Rotom because it's full health, it can take anything, and he just goes into Slow, or she, pretty sure it's a she, and I just go for the massive Thunderbolt, and Slowbro, your special defense 6. So you're not living that. I do believe this is my modest Rotom. And that'll be it for the battle. So this is more of a bulkier team, I would say, than my RU team. My RU is very fast. It's got like the 2 defensive walls, but here, like this team's pretty bulky. Not as fast though, but I like using it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.